Cool. Well, Dave, I've known you for a while. We're really good friends for a couple of years now, and this is my good friend, and I trust her a lot. And you called us and asked to come and talk to you. So what's going on?
I just I just kind of need to vent. I'm pretty frustrated with my situation. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm thinking about as you know, I told him that I got a job with Gem State. It's a local company around here, and I was pretty excited for it. Just graduated school at BYU Idaho. And, thanks. Yeah. And so just got my degree in business management, and I was looking for some great opportunities, and this seemed to have it. And I even had an offer to another job, and I declined that to come work here. And it just hasn't panned out the way I thought it was. In the interview with the CEO Bob, I was telling him about my ideas and some different thoughts I was having, and he seemed really excited and was excited to have me there to try and help the company in those ways. But once I started, um, his attitude seemed to change. No one there wanted to do anything better. They kind of do things old fashioned, and it's just not really my pace. So I don't know. I'm kind of frustrated with the whole thing.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that your boss and that has been there for a long time and his like the people under him think of you? Like, what do you think they think of somebody coming into the company and presenting all these new ideas?
Yeah. It's hard to say because Bob seemed really excited when I first came and interviewed with him, and so to me, honestly, he seems kind of two-faced right now. He was one way in the interview, and then when we're around the other guys, he seems completely the opposite against new ideas. And I know my supervisor, media supervisor, he's kind of stuck in his ways. He doesn't really understand the new type of market, and so he's not really. I don't know, he's kind of not really willing to change either.
Do you know a lot about the history of this company?
Not a ton. We did do a project in school, and we studied this kind of market. We studied what works, what doesn't, and so I feel like this specific company, I don't maybe have the best understanding, but the overall niche that they're in, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on.
Okay. So what have you done so far about the issue that you have with the company?
Yeah, so I went and talked to Bob again, and tried voicing my concerns, and kind of ticked off my supervisor. But he wasn't really. He didn't seem willing to listen to me in the first place, so I didn't bother going to him. So I went to Bob, and Bob wasn't too happy with it either. He had heard some complaints, I guess. The guys haven't been thrilled with me so far, so yeah.
Have you really talked to your supervisor, really gotten to know him at all?
I haven't spent that much time with him. He's been sending me with the other guys and just made me observe.
Okay. Well, how do you think he felt when he went and talked to Bob?
I mean, he said he felt like I went over his head. He wasn't too happy about that.
Do you know maybe why he felt that way?
I don't know, because I didn't voice my concerns with him, but I mean, from my view, I didn't think it was going to go anywhere with him. So,
Right. Well, I know you, Dave. I know you're a smart kid, and I know you got great ideas, and you have innovative ways to improve this company. But maybe with that innovation and those ideas, maybe your supervisor felt threatened, maybe by you going to Bob.
it's interesting.
I mean, if I'm some old fogey, I've been working here for 10 years doing my due time, and some young little spit comes walking in, and he's got all these great ideas about how to improve the company, and walks into the boss's office not telling me about it. I'd feel pretty threatened by that. I feel pretty. I'd go on the defensive if I was him too.
Yeah, I probably would have.
So maybe that's a reason why he did that. Maybe that's why he feels that you went over his head, maybe. And and I think that's a really main issue right now with you and the company. What do you want to do with the situation right now? Like, what are your thoughts of action? What do you want to do right now?
I mean, I don't want to be here in the company any longer. Like, they don't seem like they want to change or have any improvement there. So I'm thinking try and go elsewhere for work or maybe back to school, which is kind of, I'm trying to debate. So that's why I came to you guys.
Right. How long have you been working for the company so far?
2 weeks.
Okay. So let me ask you this then: if you went to grad school, would you still work?
Not here. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Maybe part time, depending on how school was, but I'd probably fill it out first.
Okay. I mean, my only thought with that though is just, going to grad school. I think that's something that really needs focus on. I think here at BYU Idaho, it's difficult, but it's manageable with a part-time job and that kind of stuff, even a full-time job even. But I've known from experience from my family members who have done grad school, they've had to quit work or do part-time to make sure they get good grades. That way they can graduate from graduate school with good grades and it looks really well for them. Do you think you could be able to handle grad school and a job?
Like I said, I'd probably fill it out first, go to school for a few weeks, see how heavy the workload is, and then from there decide if I can put in a part-time job on top of it.
When you say you would only go for a few weeks, would you pay to go to grad school for a few weeks, and then if you don't like it, would you quit?
No. Like I would go through grad school, but I'd just go in a couple weeks and then decide if I wanted to get a job on top of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I feel you. Okay. All right. Can you support yourself financially doing that?
I mean, I'd be in debt, have to get student loans, and so wouldn't be too thrilled about that. But
I know for me personally, in my family, my dad, he's working for the government right now, and they're actually paying him to go back to school.
really,
They pay for his tuition, and they pay him actually to go get another, more degrees. And I don't know if Jim State will do that for you, but I know that a lot of companies that'll do that to make sure that you can get a higher education. That way you can have more of a promotional opportunities and that kind of thing. And so I don't know if you want to go into debt or not, but I think that if you would wait and or find another job with another company that could do that, I think that would be more beneficial. So you wouldn't have to worry about student loans and that much debt, because grad school isn't a cheap experience.
maybe I can start looking at other companies. I just think Gem State's probably too small to be able to provide for someone and want someone to go through a master's and pay for that. But a bigger company would probably do that for me. So I like that idea.
Probably. So would you quit right now?
I'd probably start applying or looking elsewhere and just keep working kind of more secure way.
Okay. Because I know that if you quit, right now for just 2 weeks, that's going to look really bad on a resume. You know what I mean? I know that, me as a business owner, I know that if I saw, 2 applications and the references or the job experiences, if I saw someone that, worked somewhere for 2 years with a then quit with a letter of recommendation versus someone that quit after 2 weeks and, has a bad reference, I wouldn't hire them.
I can see that. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I agree. That it would look really bad on a resume if you had only worked 2 weeks at a job. I don't know how this works, but if you go back to grad school, I'm kind of wondering, are you expecting to go into management right after grad school? What are you?
That'd be the hope to find a company more accepting than Gem State.
I don't know kind of like how companies work, but could you get into management right away in a company, or do you think they want you to kind of work your way up?
I could see both. Probably a little bit working my way up, but at grad school, there's companies out there that'll hire you into a management spot right away. So that's what I'd be looking for.
For me, like if I think that getting experiences is really valuable in getting a job, and that may like I don't know.
So I'm getting the vibe you guys think I should stay.
I think, in my opinion, you should say, if you are thinking about quitting, at least stay until you can get that letter of recommendation. And while you're doing that, while you're kind of biding your time, waiting for that letter of recommendation kind of thing, I think if you could repair that relationship that you have with your supervisor, um, you know, I really think if you could apologize to him and kind of talk to him about, hey, I didn't mean to go over your head, or I didn't mean to make you feel threatened. Maybe I think that could go a long way with your supervisor. I think really learning the company and its background story and its history, the way that they've done business, I think that could really give you even more of an advantage over some of your coworkers. And I really feel that doing that, you'll know how to better implement your ideas into the company. And just being able to do that, I feel, will then give your supervisor more of an incentive to be open with you. Be willing to implement your ideas.
I agree with that. I would say, if he does feel threatened or whatever it is, I know he doesn't trust me right now.
Right.
And so if I do try to suggest things, he's not really open to them. So I think with time, I could earn his trust and be a little bit better in a way.
Do you remember Robert D. Hales? Do you know who he is?
Mm-hmm.
So he, when he graduated school, he went into a smaller company, and he took time to understand, like, he went into, like, he was a sales clerk, so just kind of a menial job, and he did a lot of, like, he took time to understand the company, and over time, like, as he was working as a sales clerk, he noticed that a lot of people were buying a certain type of razor rather than, he was working for a razor company called Gillette, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Huge company.
yeah, and he noticed that other people weren't buying that same brand of razor, and he asked people, like, why are you buying this instead of Gillette? And they're like, oh, because we like the stains or the stainless steel, right? And so he brought that idea to his boss, and that actually helped him get promoted. And he brought the idea that Gillette could use stainless steel, and that really helped him to get promoted. And it's because of his, like, willingness to learn about the company and understand the little parts of it. And so, I mean, that's something to think about.
I like that. Yeah. I've never heard that story, but it'd be cool to help a company become big like Gillette because they become huge.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to be a part of that and have a legacy like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do that. There's still hope for that. So.
And I think we could kind of mix and match with some of these things that we've talked about. At least staying until you get that letter of recommendation, and by that time, if you have that better relationship with your supervisor, and if you guys have better conversation, better dialogue, and your ideas are getting implemented, I think you should just stay at the company.
Okay.
And then if you can make the company big enough, then you could go to grad school on their dollar.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I like that. I might just stay for a little while and see how things go.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the help, guys.
Not a problem.